A trademark registration in France is necessary to make sure that you are allowed to use your trademark and that you cannot simply be sued for trademark infringement. You only have this certainty after registration, which makes registering your trademark essential.
In order to register a trademark in France, you must first search the French National Industrial Property Institute's database to ensure that the mark you wish to register is not already in use by another entity. If the mark is available, you can file a trademark application with the INPI, including a representation of the mark and the goods and/or services it will be used in connection with. The INPI will then examine the application and, if approved, will register the mark on the French National Trademark Register. You can also file an application through the European Union Intellectual Property Office (EUIPO) for protection in all European Union countries, including France. Another option is to file a trademark through WIPO and select France as one of your countries.
The registration procedure of a trademark in France has 7 steps. These 7 steps from research to renewal are as follows. 1. Conduct a trademark search. Before applying for trademark registration in France, it is important to conduct a thorough search of the French National Industrial Property Institute's (INPI) database to ensure that the mark you wish to register is not already in use by another entity. 2. Prepare the application. To file a trademark application in France, you will need to provide a representation of the mark and a list of the goods and/or services it will be used in connection with. Additionally, you will need to provide proof of use of the mark, such as a specimen of the mark as it is used in commerce. 3. File the application. Once you have prepared the application, you can file it with the INPI. The application fee will depend on the number of classes of goods and services covered by the mark, and on whether you file via paper or online. 4. Examination of the application. Once the application has been filed, the INPI will conduct an examination to ensure that the mark meets all of the requirements for registration, including that it is not similar to any existing marks. 5. Publication of the mark. If the application is approved, the mark will be published in the Official Journal of Industrial Property. 6. Opposition. After publication, any person or entity can file an opposition to the registration within a specific timeframe. If no opposition is filed or if the opposition is unsuccessful, the mark will be registered and listed on the French National Trademark Register. 7. Renewal. Once registered, the trademark registration must be renewed every 10 years. It is important to note that the process of trademark registration in France can take several months to complete, and that hiring a trademark attorney can help ensure a smooth process.
The cost of trademark registration in France can vary depending on the number of classes of goods and services covered by the mark, and on whether you file via paper or online. The official fee for filing a trademark application in France is €250 for one class of goods and services, and €50 for each additional class. If you file through the European Union Intellectual Property Office (EUIPO) for protection in all European Union countries, the fees are €850 for one class and €50 for the second class and €150 for each additional class. In addition to the official fee, there may also be legal fees associated with the trademark registration process. This can include fees for conducting a trademark search, preparing and filing the application, and responding to any office actions or oppositions. If you choose to hire a trademark attorney to assist with the process, their fees will vary depending on their experience and location. It is important to consider that the total cost for the registration of a trademark in France can be relatively high, but it is also important to consider the long-term protection and value that a registered trademark can provide for your business.
Trademarks in France must be renewed every 10 years. The renewal process begins 6 months before the expiration date of the trademark registration. The INPI will send a reminder of the upcoming expiration to the trademark owner, and the renewal fee must be paid before the expiration date to maintain the registration. If the renewal fee is not paid on time, the trademark registration will expire. However, the owner has a grace period of 6 months to pay the renewal fee with a late fee. After the grace period, if the renewal fee has still not been paid, the trademark registration will be considered as lapsed and it will be removed from the register. It is important to note that, Even if the registration lapses, the owner of the trademark can still use it to protect their business, but they will not have the legal protection provided by the registration and will not be able to enforce it in court. It is advisable to set a reminder for renewal or to hire a trademark attorney to handle the process for you.